You're looking at the results of a $2 million renovation for this building in Highland Park. The Boys and Girls Club of Southeastern Michigan has been celebrating this renovation, the redesign of it all, and you can see how excited people are. It's opening the door for more activities for kids, from robotics to fashion, all kinds of things.
And that building has now been named after media executive Hiram Jackson. He's here this morning along with the CEO of the Boys and Girls Club and youth leader Zana Henry. Mr. Jackson, first of all, what is it like to have a building named in your honor?
Well, it's simply amazing. It's not something that I could have ever imagined. I grew up in that building. I was in that building from the age of 6 to the age of 12 or 13. And so as I walk in that building, I still feel like a kid.
Yeah.
So to walk up and see my name on it, just a blessing, and really made me double down on my commitment to be more of a part of the community and acknowledge just the amazing work that this man, Sean Wilson, is doing.
And Hiram, you kind of touched on it. And Sean, I'll start with you. I'll ask both of you. What does it mean when these kids walk through those doors and they're able to take part in all of these activities?
No, it's powerful. And we're blessed to receive a federal appropriation through Rashida Tlaib's leadership and invest $2 million into that club, which is going to return $5 million on an annual basis of community impact.
Yeah.
Kids learning careers in the culinary arts, kids learning drone racing, autonomous racing vehicles, fashion, being able to go to New York Fashion Week like Zion has done. Absolutely.
You went to New York Fashion. Tell us everything.
So that experience was just amazing. Seeing my two pieces on the runway, inspired by Afrofuturism, having mentors show me the ins and outs of fashion, it was just absolutely amazing. I'm just forever grateful for the Boys and Girls Club. I've been to many states like Atlanta, New York, Chicago, representing the Boys and Girls Club.
Walking through those doors opens a lot of doors.
Yeah. And when it comes to what you're learning at the Boys and Girls Club, what do you take away from your time there? Then you're able to be a great representative. But what are you learning there?
So I've learned the industrial sewing machine. I learned how to sew. I've learned how to digitally make my designs. I've learned how to create mood boards. I've learned how to articulate what I want in fashion. I've learned financial literacy. I've learned a lot.
Wow. And it makes you so competitive when you're out there, right?
Absolutely.
How proud are you?
I was going to say, you got a good spokesperson over here.
Yeah.
Listen, super proud. I mean, you're looking at, two great examples of what Boys and Girls Clubs can produce. You have, someone who started at 6 years old here, who has gone on to become an amazing leader and businessman in the community, and the next generation of leadership and business women who are coming up as well. So, it's a testament to the power of the organization, which has been around nearly 100 years now.
Incredible.
Yeah. What's next with this is a kind of a redevelopment or redesign. Do you have any other future plans for Boys and Girls Clubs?
Well, I served as chair of the board for several years, and I'm not currently on the board, but since my name is on the building,
So I've been meaning to talk to you about that. Yeah, so actually right here is why we brought you on to have this conversation. That's right. Breaking news.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like I got a new job coming, so I'm looking forward to it. I mean, everything I am and everything I hope to be, I owe to the clubs. I mean, and this is, this young lady here is just a phenomenal example of that. There's so many amazing people who are products of that building, products of that community, and products of the Boys and Girls Club of Southeastern Michigan. Sean did an amazing thing by, acquiring the resources necessary to double down on that building. And I think that not only Highland Park, but Detroit will benefit greatly from the work that this young lady and others are doing out of that Boys and Girls Club.
Sure.
It also seems like programming is evolving as well. I mean, just to make sure that kids do stay competitive for the next generation.
Yeah, I mean, that was a big piece when I came on, came within the organization when Hiram recruited me as CEO, when he was the board chair. We talked a lot about the fact that we have to be more than a safe place. It can't just be gym swim. We really have to evolve the programming to prepare the kids not just for careers of today, but actually in the future. So literally right now we have a group of kids in Abu Dhabi who are competing in an autonomous racing league over there. This is the second year in a row. You heard Ziona talking about going to New York Fashion Week. You know, so once again, we're preparing youth for, you know, careers in tech, mobility, culinary arts, all of those different things.
Awesome.
And it's truly about economic mobility is what we're doing. Because
Okay.
if you instill economic mobility into the youth and provide a pathway to that, you solve a lot of the other issues and barriers that they'll face.
Well, can't wait to follow your fashion career. Yeah, I can't wait to wear some of your designs one day.
Absolutely.
Ziona, thanks for coming in, guys. Good to see you again, too. Could talk about this all day.
Appreciate it.
We'll be right back.